Hi everyone, we are heading on game drive here at Marataba Safari Lodge. Super excited about it. I haven't been out on this reserve for quite some time, so looking forward to see what we can find out there. Pretty good afternoon. Saw some cheetahs there. Okay everybody, off we are going onto game drive with Marnes. And we're going to see, bye-bye, we're going to see what we can find this afternoon. We've got a full vehicle of guests, so it's going to be fun. This is the turning circle of where the vehicles park, and we've parked for safari. And so we were off from Marataba Safari Lodge on our first afternoon game drive. Clear blue skies and a beautiful golden sunset was on the horizon. We set out firstly to go and look for some cheetah, and with a little bit of luck, after some searching, we actually spotted them from a distance. They were probably about 100 meters off the road and it was very difficult to see. It turned out to be two of the dominant males of the area, along with two of the cubs from the female that was seen the day before. We waited for about 20 minutes with a hope they were going to come a little bit closer, but unfortunately they decided to stick away from the road.
Now there's something to have a look at. Here.
We decided to move on, and as we were driving along, Marnes found some fresh white rhino tracks, and he decided to jump off and interpret the signs of the bush for the guest.
A good way, let me show you a nice way to see the difference between something like elephant and that of rhino is with this one you can actually see the toes quite nicely. So if I can find just a little stick to or a grass to point it out for you guys, which one do you guys see the best? This one over here? Yeah. So it does look like a big old round track, but if you look closely you'll see that there's a toe over there, a toe over here, and a big old front toe right over here, and then that is actually looking somewhere like that. Not the best of artists, but you guys can get the idea from that. It's just why it looks so splayed on out is just because of the mud that it's been walking through. If you think about the same, if you step with your bare foot in a mud, it splays on out quite a bit. You can't really see your toes that nicely. But if you walk in something a little bit more of a, I want to say a denser, compact soil, if you put your foot down, you'll leave a nice footprint behind. This is just because it's quite loose mud. It splayed on out quite a bit, but a nice big track indicating white rhino.
We then decided to move on onto an area that we call the plains, a big open area often with a lot of general game. And our timing was so perfect because the sun was about to go down on the horizon and we were treated with some amazing golden light, the only way Marataba knows how.
My dad joke. Here we go, we've got a zebra crossing.
We stopped to look at an interesting critter, a banded leg golden orb spider, whose web was glistening gold in the sun.
What I wanted to say is, what she's going to do now, she's occupied at the moment. She is busy, she's feeding, and while she's feeding, she's also going to put that, fill that carcass up with wet. Me? So I'm a winter baby. on a nice thick jacket.
The plains treated us with some amazing game viewing towards sunset, with a beautiful herd of blue wildebeest, a lone zebra stallion, and a couple of giraffes moving through the thickets.
Horn structures on the head usually indicate quite a bit. Oh, thank you very much. On what it is. Quickly have a look for you guys.
Mr. Cheetah.
Yeah, so the one on the left-hand side that's a bit bigger, that is a young male. Young male, and then the one down below, males, they can fight quite aggressively when they do and want to establish dominance over another male. They can swing their heads towards each other, and it all starts off by just feeling each other out quite a bit.
It was the perfect
But
way
it's not
to
that
head
these
towards
two
our
will
drink stop for
fight
the
at
afternoon.
that intensity.
Okay, so we're just stopping for a little break. It was a pretty good afternoon. We saw some cheetahs. They were a little bit in the distance. They lying in tall grass, but they just came off an impala kill, so good chance we might still see them tomorrow. We had an amazing sunset, and there's actually some cloud build-up in the distance over the Waterberg Mountains. There was some lightning, quite interesting for this time of the year. But now we're stopping for a break. The sun is about to go down, so we'll put in the dam here, and yeah, it was a good first afternoon.